Hello, everyone. My name is Katie Cleary, and I am a program manager here at Magic. I am here today with one of our lovely mentor-mentee pairs at SCA, literally right after their presentation. Such an amazing job. I'm so excited to speak with you in a little bit more detail about working together. So I'll hand it over to Avtalya to introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Avtalya T. I'm in 10th grade and I go to SKA. And I'm very happy that I'm in Magic and I was able to build a remote control airplane.
Wonderful. And Aviva, can you introduce yourself as well, please?
Yes, my name is Aviva Oppenheim. I am actually a graduate of SKA from their first class back in 1997. After that, I went to Cooper Union to study mechanical engineering. And since then, for the past 20 years, I've been working for the Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, building infrastructure. So my most recent project was the transition to cashless tolling at the George Washington Bridge, Holland Tunnel, and Lincoln Tunnel.
Oh, wonderful. Well, thank you so much. And Avtalya, you mentioned you loved being in Magic, and we loved having you. So can you just tell us a little bit about your project and why you chose it?
Okay, so I built a remote control airplane. I chose it because recently I started being interested in NASA and looking at different airplanes and how they fly. So I wanted to build something along those lines, and I went over different things that I was interested in, and I landed on building an airplane. And I was first going to build a spy airplane, but that was a little bit too much, so I put it down a little bit and just decided to build a remote control airplane.
Mm-hmm. I was very impressed by all the different steps that you went through in building your models. Were you particularly interested in building models before this, say like model ships, model trains, things like that?
Not really. I guess I kind of was a little bit interested in building origami, but that was about it. I haven't built anything like this before.
That's great. So what are some things that you've learned along the way, since it was a brand new experience for you?
Well, first of all, aerodynamics for sure. And then also reaching out to people, being able to have those people that have the answers, and even and getting past struggles, even when sometimes I just can't figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's wonderful. Those are all important skills to know, whether it's specifically about your project like aerodynamics, or those life skills like reaching out, asking for help. Looking back at the beginning of the school year, what are some things that you gained through this experience that maybe you weren't expecting?
Okay, so I'm in STEM in SKA. So I did have done wiring before, and done new stuff that I done stuff I haven't really worked with, but I was really expecting to work with stuff I already worked with, and it was very surprising I've worked with servos before, but I never knew there was linkages, and that's what I used for the elevator and rudder. So new stuff that I thought I would use for electronics, I thought I would use everything I already learned, but I guess I didn't, and there was added stuff. So I was not expecting that.
Just expect the unexpected. I think that's one of the main rules of any project in life. So it's great that you're learning that already. So Aviva, can you just speak to the connection that you had with Avtalya, this school year?
Yeah, I think Avtalya made it so easy for me to be a mentor. I mean, every time she popped online, it was she made a bunch of progress or solved another problem. So really, I give her a lot of credit, and I felt like I just nudged her in the right direction. And like I said at my intro, I felt like I didn't do so much, and then Avtalya said in her presentation that she appreciated all the help I gave her. So I guess that was I guess we worked together well to make everything flow smoothly. So that was it was really a very, very gratifying experience to see Avtalya work this year.
No, I think both of you stating how much you enjoyed working with one another, and that Aviva, you felt like you didn't really, it was all in Avtalya's corner and you didn't really do much. But then in turn, she appreciated all you really did do for her. And so it just speaks to the importance of, you never know what a difference you're making in someone's life. And so, a segue to that is, magic, one of the larger components of the program is, those connections of women in the field working with young women who are interested in going into STEM. But SKA is such a special, or SKA is such a special school, because not only do we pair women in the field with young women at the school, but it's also you are an alumna of the school yourself, or there's other mentors who are parents at the school, teachers, faculty, things like that. And so can you just touch on what keeps you coming back, not only to Magic, but to continue to work with SKA?
Yeah, I'll tell you, I mean, I see this experience as something I really wish I had. So I did go to SKA, but I went to SKA a long time ago at the very beginning. There were only 40 kids in my class. I was like the only one who was really into the hard sciences. And now I know there's like, they recommend Cooper Union to like their graduating class like every year for people who are interested in engineering. I like taking a little credit for that, but I feel like I was the first one, and I didn't have that role model. Like I graduated, barely knowing what engineering was.
Mhm.
And also I feel like, I think the biggest thing was, I always had a hard time seeing a project through from start to finish, because there are so many things along the way that can knock you off the path. And I think that's where I got so much of that from my work experience in terms of managing projects. And that's what I love bringing to the table. Like I can see, like, yeah, the vision of building something. I had that vision, but I didn't have that mentor who could walk me through the steps and keep me going when things were tough and tell me what direction to go in. So that's what I really love providing as a mentor, the ability to help these girls achieve their vision and be a role model for them.
Mhm. Well, thank you so much for sharing that, and continuing to give back. Avtalya, Aviva touched on how when she started at SKA, and she, also shared that she was the first graduating in the first graduating class, that there really just wasn't opportunities like that when she was in high school. So now, after going through the Magic program, are you hoping to pass on this experience and give back in a similar way after you graduate?
Yeah, maybe that's like a very like cool thing that I would be able to do. If I be able to even work on like at Magic as a mentor, that would be very cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it goes to show you, like I said earlier, you never know the impact that you're having and the connections you're making, how it can all just go forward and connect. So we certainly hope that, I know you have to still finish high school and college and all that, but we'd love to have you as a mentor. And so, maybe one day you'll be mentoring alongside Aviva. So thank you both so much for taking the time to sit down and speak with me a bit about your experience this past year. Just, I can't say enough about your project and how impressed we all are. You should be so proud of yourself, and certainly, go celebrate, and good luck with the rest of the school year.
Thank you.
Mhm.